Mm. Okay, hello, welcome. We're going to be continuing with Half-Life. Not Half-Life. I just finished Half-Life. Mouth, what are you doing? Dwarf Fortress. My mouth is talking as it's not saying what I want it to say. So, yes, Ubbulfikod Vaultglazes. Or Vaultglaze. I don't think the new version has come out yet. Checking every day to whether the new version is out yet. Nope, not yet. How many more days of January are there? Like 4? It'd still technically be January, even if it's like the 31st. So yes, last time we had built up a new area of worship for our dwarves up here. We had also... What else had we done? Built a few more bedrooms for dwarves, and I'm going to have to organize those. We had some more dwarves die. We had continued building our vault down here in the second layer of the underground, which is on its way to being finished. Let's just put a few more of these iron bar walls around. There we go. Any creatures which come along down here and they're just going to be like, what's this massive thing here? What enemies are around? Oh, a wombat. Troll. Giant bat. Giant olm. And an elk bird. And a human crossbow. What's your skills? You're flashing. Start your day with trees. The clay stone-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 106-page guide entitled Start Your Day with the Trees, authored by Elethra Blossomed Scrape. It concerns the forest retreat, dive constructs. The writing is completely serious. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. How do you make a claystone-bound codex? Anyway. Elven book, I suppose. So yes, we were holding on, and there hasn't been any more sieges. I've been thinking that we might just create the vault, put the stuff in it, and then I'll, what's it called? Retire the fortress. I don't know how much longer this fortress will go on for. Anyway, so what do we want to do this time? Well, continue the vault. The rest of the fortress is kind of working alright. We need more wood though. So cut down some more trees. Food's under production. Alcohol's under production. Yep, we've got a lot of each. That's all good. We've got a lot of carvings in here now, so this dining room should be pretty good. We also have a bunch of statues of dwarves laughing and with meals and mugs in there, so that should make dwarves happy. How many more statues do I have? One more iron statue of dwarves. Where do I want to put it? Put it there. There we go. That stupid statue of leeches. I should just sell it. Right. We were also mining out some of the adamantine all the way down at the bottom of the fortress. And we'd gotten a bit of it. No dwarves had carried it up, though. Where is it? It is here. But they're yet to actually collect any of it. So we're sort of just waiting on them picking up these raw adamantine bits. And I don't really want to get any more of it than that, unless we go down a level and pick up a bit more there. Oh, there's a bit actually just floating out in midair there. Adamantine would continue down, I'm pretty sure. It's not just in the cavern layers, it's like a long, thin tube. And I mean that in the literal sense. It is hollow inside. Right. I mean, if we get some adamantine, what do I want to do with it? I don't know, make an axe out of it or something. Have I got bedrooms for everyone? I think I did that. Make a bedroom. Yes. Assign bed. Oh, the miner there doesn't have a bedroom. Okay, we've got a few more. Engraver. Does it actually pair dwarves which are married next to each other on the list? Seems to be the case. That's rather nice if it does. Another masterpiece quartzite cabinet. What are you doing, dwarf? Just see you walking around. You're eating? Yeah, you've got a shad. Okay. Oh, you eating it in your bedroom? I suppose you could do that. No! You're eating down here in the library. Don't do that. You'll get, like, fishy fingerprints all over the books. Even if the books are made out of, like, stone. It's because they just go to any table to eat. But we should have enough tables here. We need a larger storage room for our seeds. So do this. Experiencing emotional shock. Well, lovely. Ooh, what's all this? Why are they all bug bats? A small bat-like creature with the head of an insect. It is found deep underground. He is fat, his hair is dark violet, his skin is pale taupe, his eyes are black. Okay. Don't think I've seen bug bats before. Blind cave ogre. You're over there. Giant rat. I wonder why all the bug bats are purple. I suppose that's just the colour they are on the list. Yeah, because crundles are red and all that. Kestrel. Where's that troll? It's right there next to the doors. Okay, Vault Guardians, I want you to move over here and kill this troll. They're attracted, I believe the trolls are attracted by the doors to our vault because they're building destroyers. So they like going straight for the doors because they can destroy them. It's one way you can keep them occupied by just building doors everywhere, and they'll focus on getting rid of those. I wanted to build this up to like 3rd floor, which we've nearly done. Let's see. Up, down, stairs. X. Do that there. Make that out of iron. Do that there. That out of iron. Has my military arrived yet? They have. Has the troll run away? Did you kill the troll? Oh, you killed the troll. Wow, that was quick. The axe dwarf hacks the troll in the left lower leg with her iron battle axe, fracturing the bone. An artery has been opened. The force bends to the left knee. The troll falls over, gives it a pain, and then she hacks the troll in the head with her iron battle axe, and the severed part sails off in the dark. That was a very efficient dwarf. Well done. Yeah. Just dead. They're getting very skilled. Oh, you're being followed around by a kitten. Have we... They ended up doing that. Okay. I would like... Would I want doors there? Or just floor? I think I'd put just floor there. Floor there. And floor there. And... Let's make some more statues. Workshop profile, work orders, statue, construct iron statues. I'll create about 4. And I want these to be of a specific thing. Specify new image of a creature. Dwarf. Doesn't matter which. How many? 1 dwarf. And the action will be making a plaintive gesture, making a submissive gesture. It's praying, it's screaming, it's smeared out into a spiral. What? Where does that come from? It's striking a menacing pose. It's striking a triumphant pose. A menacing pose. The dwarf is striking a menacing pose. Object. Battle axe. How many? 1 battle axe. Dwarf is admiring. Is being flayed by a battle axe. Being shot, being tortured. Contemplating why. Fighting with. I think that means that the dwarf is fighting the battle axe, not the dwarf is fighting with the battle axe, but massacring, melting is, there we go, raising. X is raising Y. You can have the battle axe raising the dwarf. The image is of a dwarf with a battle axe. The dwarf is striking a menacing pose. The dwarf is raising the battle axe. What else should we have? Object. This is all just instruments. Let's add a shield as well. Object. No. Shield. How many? 1 shield. Action all is can we just say is holding? Raising Y is praying to Y. Surrounded by Y. Is devouring Y. We're gonna have him devouring the shield. Sure, is raising it. The dwarf is raising the shield. Sure, there we go. That's a pretty triumphant looking statue. Can we change the name? Oh, we can. The music just stopped. What would we call it? I don't know. The guard No, hang on, that's not right. Clear. Okay, so you can see here it's going guard the depth of crafts. That's the front compound. The rear compound would be guard, because this one would go after the first guard. So we want the first adjective. Just... Okay. We just clear it all. No. I can also use a mouse. Random. The Umbral Fortress, the Constructive Drill, the Spear of Nuts, Creation of Nourishing, the Simple Post. I kind of like the Guard of something, but the... Yeah, there we go. The Brass Guard. First adjective. Eternal... The Eternal Guard of... let's see. Eternal Guard of... I can't have of the, so it's sort of the Eternal Guard of... Vaults. There we go. The Eternal Guard of Vaults. There we go. Done! There we go. And we commissioned 4 of those. They'll go well outside of our vault. And you're mining out that. And you also finished mining out that tunnel down there. Ooh, actually, that's all sand, isn't it? Yeah, white sand. We can make glass. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've really made glass things before. Let's have a look. We need some bags to store the glass in. There we go. And I'm going to put another bit here. We can connect it up here because they're going to need fuel for this. Like that. And... if we... Do we have any empty bags? Somehow I don't think so. I believe they would all be filled up with seeds. How much cloth do we have? Not much. How much thread do we have? A lot. But most of that's the cave spider silk thread, which... It's in the cavern system, so it's not that useful to us. People are collecting the silk. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Okay. Cancel that task. I just want the silk collected and turned into thread. So build some more looms. And over here. And we'll be able to make we'll be able to collect some more of the cave spider webs. Pardon me. Down in the cavern, there's a giant cave toad. Let's see. Military. Yeah, you're still stationed. And I zoom to center on selector squad. Yes, okay. Giant cave toad, where are you? You're down there. I want you to move back home. Cancel sleep. Interrupted by a giant bat. Oh. Why is there a giant bat in the dungeon? Get that giant bat out of here. There it is. Kill it! Flapping around. Thank you. You killed it? You did. There's another giant cave toad as well up there. Okay, let's do this food. And there, but instead of barrels, I want you to put it on seeds. There we go. So, now what? If we've got more bags, then they're going to fill that up with seeds. Yeah, we've cut down all those trees. Oh, the dwarves are hauling the logs. Good. They got wheelbarrows to do so as well. You're mining over there. It's fine. Oh, what's that? A giant rat. Kill the giant rat. Already spooking people. I know you're probably on break, dwarves, but there's a giant rat in the dungeon and I want you to kill it. What are you carrying? What's the percent sign? What's the, percentage sign? Oh, you're hauling... Okay, you're hauling raw muscle biscuits. Raw muscle biscuits, almond biscuits, and raw muscle stew. How do you make raw muscle biscuits? Yuck. Almond biscuits sound alright. You're hauling your helmet. You should wear your helmet. You have a helmet. Why do you have another helmet? And there we go. Did you get injured? You flashed briefly. I just don't understand these flames of passion people go on about. Yeah. Okay. we've got some more cabinets. Let's put them down. There. And there. And there. And there. And there. There. And there. 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 There we go. Have you lined out those extra spaces for the clothier's workshop? You have. Loom. Oh, we've got a bunch of tables and chairs now, so I'll be able to put them into the dining room again. Let's see. Table, chair. How do I want to do this? Table, table. Chair, chair. There we go. Oh, everyone's slipping into depression. Fisher Dwarf cancels eat resting injury. Is there something attacking people? Opossum. Reacher. Giant cave toad. Giant cave toad. Blind cave ogre. Why are you fighting? Oh, because you were... yeah. Oh, jeez. The dwarven child punches the fisher dwarf in the mouth with her right hand and the left cheek explodes into gore. The force twists the head, tearing apart the skin. That is a strong child. Who was the fisher dwarf? Kubuk Mengbar. All right. Stomach's injured, left cheek is injured. Yeah. Ugh. What happened? A child punched me really hard in the face. Did I turn all these into coffins? Yes, I did. Actually, quite a few dead people, I see. Yeah. Unfortunate. How many dwarves have died over the course of this? Quite a few. Captain of the guard throwing a tantrum. Lovely. How's the hospital going? Oh, we've run out of soap. Okay, I'm gonna have to create some more. For that, we need ash. And then we need to create lye, and then we need to make it with tallow. Spring has arrived. Captain of the guard is throwing another tantrum. Don't throw a tantrum. The stray cat we found dead. Oh boy. Did the captain of the guard kill the cat? Punches a spear dwarf. Don't attack. You've got weapons. You gotta injure someone badly. Possibly even kill them. This is kind of why I don't have a hammerer or the justice system set up properly, because the dwarves are upset and then they throw tantrums. But if you have a justice system, in a way it can make them be just more upset, because then they get punished. And ooh, a vile force of darkness has arrived. About time. I'm not happy about that, but it's been several years since any goblin forces arrived. Oh geez. Okay, what's here? A beak dog, a troll, a beak dog, a goblin recruit, troll, goblin hammerman, troll. Okay, and they're above us, and we haven't closed up the fortress. Great. Right, so this fortress might end on its own anyway. We do have a fairly competent, you know, military, I like to think. We've got 2 squads in iron armor. It's alright. Everyone inside. Tunnel pikes, I want you positioned here. Vault Guardians, I want you positioned over here. We do have our some of our giant serrated discs up, but I got complacent because they didn't attack us for multiple years. How many is this going to be? That's not too many. It's a bunch of trolls, a bunch of beak dogs, which I always liken to those mounts from Golden Axe. Those pink things with the beaks. Goblin lasher, swordsman, crossbowman, spearman, lasher, pikeman, lasher, axeman, hammerman, and a recruit. That's not too bad. There's only one crossbowman. Okay. Well, we'll try and fight them off. And everyone get inside. Please. Hurry. Oh, the fisher dwarves are gonna get caught outside, aren't they? I'm not gonna wall us up. I could, but I prefer to fight them. Oh geez, the troll is there's a troll punching people at the front entrance. Oh boy. Actually doing a fair good job of fighting them off. Is there one of my military dwarves there? Oh, there's a miner. I don't want to position them out there, so we're gonna suffer some casualties. Oh great, a cat died in the door. Oh. Is that a cat? How do I... Oh wait. There we go. Is that a... Overhead. Wait, Dwarf. Oh, yeah, that's the cat. Oh, the cat freaking died in the doorway. That means the door's going to be stuck open. And the fortress falls because of stupid... Not yet, not yet. We're not dead yet. But, you know... Echoes of fortresses falling because butterflies get stuck in the doors, sticking them open. That is a lot of trolls. Is there any more? Oh, jeez. Hang on. Oh no, that's because I zoomed in. It just looks like more. Okay. Well, if you start moving on to those serrated disc traps, we'll hopefully be able to slice you apart a little bit. How's the military going? We've lost 2 for the Vault Guardians. I don't want them fighting in that room. I don't want them fighting in the room with the serrated disc traps, because they can hurt our dwarves if they dodge on top of them, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Troll releases the grip of the troll's left upper arm on the fisher dwarf's fist toe left foot. Troll grabs the fisher dwarf. The troll misses the axe dwarf. The axe dwarf. Troll is having trouble breathing. Okay. Tunnel pikes go here. Vault guardians go here. Charge, dwarves. Deal with these invaders. Go. Fight them back. For the good of the fortress. How's our military going? We've only lost 2. Spear dwarf. Stabs the troll in the left lower arm with her iron spear, chipping the bone. They've gotten a good amount of experience, so... The goblin pikeman strikes at the axe dwarf, but the shot is blocked. The axe dwarf hacks the goblin pikeman in the right lower arm with her iron battle axe, but the axe is deflected. Spear dwarf stabs the goblin pikeman in the left upper arm with her iron spear, bruising the muscle through the gremlin leather cloak. The axe dwarf punches the goblin pikeman in the mouth. Big dog attacks the axe dwarf. Troll has been knocked unconscious. The flying bismuth bronze bolt strikes the goblin hammerman in the head, but the attack is deflected by the goblin's hammerman's iron helm. Was that the crossbow dwarf, crossbow goblin? I don't know what's going on. They're all clustered up, fighting over this doorway here, and things are just drenched in blood. And here come the big dogs. We've lost 3 dwarves in the Vault Guardians. No one of the tunnel pikes. They are the better of our 2 squads. They're armed with spears and have been around for longer. The Vault Guardians are armed with battle axes. The tunnel pikes are armed with spears. So they'll be able to stab them in their vulnerables. Beak dog. A creature from the evil swamp. It resembles a squat, wingless bird with powerful beak and legs. Its blotchy skin is brightly coloured. His skin is striped red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. His eyes are black. Very colourful. There's a lot of dead dwarves out there. The big dog is fighting. The big dog looks surprised by the ferocity of the spear dwarf's onslaught. The spear dwarf collides with the big dog. The spear dwarf bounces backwards. Spear dwarf, goblin pikeman. What's going on here? Oh, there's the... Is that a goblin pikeman? Yeah, that is. Unconscious, exhausted, winded. Well, someone should kill that pretty easily. Knocked a few of its teeth out. A medium-sized humanoid driven to cruelty by its evil nature. His hair is extremely long. He has a thin frame with some fat on it. He has a broad chin. His upper right back teeth is gone. His upper front teeth is gone. His hair is lavender blush. His skin is mint green. His eyes are red. Oh, dwarven baby has been found dead. Carrying your children into combat is not the best choice you can make as a dwarven parent. Or is it? Yeah, it's just inaccessible because everyone's stuck inside because it's a burrow. Have we lost anyone else? No one there. Oh, we lost the tunnel pike. Who would have that been? Spear dwarf, dead oak, cat in the sod. Come on. Deal with them. Up to a goblin. Fatigue is probably the biggest killer. Your dwarves just get tired and then they fall unconscious and then the goblins just stab them. The same thing happens to the enemy. And then they do things like this, where they charge ahead and they get surrounded. Over the long term, he has been under a great deal of stress. I wonder if goblins suffer stress and, like, horror of seeing things die. You'd think so. You're in a martial trance. Overexerted. Yep, in a martial trance. Come on, dwarves. Oh boy. We've lost 5 from the Vault Guardians. Still only 1 from the Tunnel Pikes. You've injured your eyes and your head and your shoulders and your guts, right shoulder and all that. Your armor seems to be stopping you from losing limbs. Oh boy, I think someone just died. Yep. Edsel, Spear Dwarf. Yep, another tunnel pike went down. Kill those goblins! I would like you to kill that goblin there. And you can attack that goblin. Because that one was a what's it called? Crossbow goblin, and crossbows are nasty. Another dwarf dies. What's that? It doesn't say. Did we lose someone else? Yep, we haven't lost any of the named. Dexon. Oh, hang on, I think we might have actually lost one of the named because I had 2. Dexon's still alive. How are you going? Do we have any logs for you? Oh no. Kimek owns. I think you fell. No recent announcements. I would contest that, because there's fighting going on right now. How are the invaders going? There's not that many of them left. We've carved through most of them. It's just a bunch of trolls and beak dogs now. Troll siege operator? What? I didn't think they could have large iron mask. Is it sized for trolls? Yeah. I didn't think they could have siege operators. What's that? I didn't think trolls could learn skills. I thought they were just like... I don't think anything got past us. Apparently there was like a Ruther, a Reacher which went into our base. Oh, there's a big dog killing people there. Kill that big dog, please. Oh, you're all tired, dwarves, but... Anything else? It's still a siege, and... Oh, there's the big dog. Okay, move over here. How many have we got? Oh boy, Tunnel Pikes lost 4 members, including their captain of the guard. 5 members, actually. No, Dex and the Great fell. I think. Oh no, no, he was a Vault Guardian. So. We're down to like half strength in our 2 squads. Yeah, I want to go outside, dwarves. It's a bad idea. Death is happening outside. A lot of it. Goblin frozen... What? Goblin frozen blood. Why is all that frozen? The river hasn't frozen. Siege is still going on. Scholars and all that, I wouldn't leave. I think they're actually, oh, they're stressed. Yeah, I'd be stressed too, seeing all this death here. Go kill that big dog. If there's any of the military dwarves out there still. Are they in the, hospital? They might have been carried off to the hospital because they're badly injured. Maybe. Dwarven child there is injured. Yeah, spear dwarf is there. Carpenter's there. Woodcrafter. A spear dwarf is resting. Now's not necessarily the time to rest. Because, you know, we're still under siege. And there's so many dead dwarves out there. But a lot of dead trolls and goblins and big dogs, so... We gave it pretty good to them. Ooh. Etur! Go, go! And... well done. Siege still isn't lifted. Go to combat training. Yeah. You know, about that. There's probably not much of your squad left. 5 of them. What are those other trolls doing? God, there's only 5 invaders left. Oh, what's this? You've given birth to a boy. Congratulations. Okay. Do I want to... The troll's haggard. Go put it out of its misery. Because it's just like, I saw all of those other people die. Oh, jeez. You should be able to pick off the occasional troll. Especially if the troll is stumbling around obliviously. Come on, dwarves. Team up and go deal with it. Oh, he's going, and... dead. Okay. There's only 3 more trolls left. Go up here. There we go. Oh, I think our monster hunters are actually helping us. Hey! Paint the hills cyan with troll blood. The siege is still going on? Just kill it. You're right on top of it. Okay, you did. There's a troll siege operator, which is down there. Kill it. Perhaps it's the mastermind behind all this. How would a troll get training in siege operation? Oh. Oh boy, a forgotten beast. It's all happening. Oh, it's right next to my, It's right next to my stairs as well. Lovely. The forgotten beast Yetine has come. A huge feathered scorpion. It has large mandibles and it is ravening. Its eyes glow mahogany. Its scarlet feathers are downy. Beware its poisonous sting. Oh, great. I kind of consider that a bigger threat than the remnants of the siege. Vault Guardians and Spear Dwarfs, go over here. You're mostly injured, but you're gonna have to kill this thing. Yetine. Oh. Climbing up the stairs. Oh boy. It's in the fortress. Oh, it's tearing things apart. Walls are mobbing it. Did they kill it? Yes, they did. Okay, good. Oh, and the siege has been lifted. That was a lot all at once. There's a big dog. Go kill that big dog. Oh, and you killed the siege operator troll as well. Maybe that was. I think siege operator, there's a skill for like operating siege weapons, but maybe it was like siege operator in terms of like the coordinator for the siege. Oh, so many dead dwarves. How many rock coffins is this job doing? 3 left. Remove, remove, new order. Coffin. We're gonna need like 50. Okay, did you hunt that thing down? Wisp. No. Okay, well, the siege is over. Inactive. Turn off the burrow. Ugh. That could have gone better. We lost a lot of dwarves in that. Not just military either, we lost a lot of civilian dwarves. Can we... And there wasn't that many goblins in it either, so we're not going to get much loot from it. A lot of trolls and beak dogs. It's like 1/3 trolls, 1/3 beak dogs, and 1/3 goblins. And everyone's going to be upset seeing all this death. Not to mention the people who are killed by the Forgotten Beast which came up from below. That dwarf is carrying its corpse though. Right. That there. Okay, do we have any more open coffins here? This one. Nope. Okay. Hello, welcome. He's just been defeating a siege. And a lot of dwarves died, but we did fight them off. What's your problem? Are you hungry? You're haggard. Sunk into depression. Yeah. I'm gonna have to reinstate the military at some point. Well, the ones which we lost. We got a mandate, make leggings. Now. I suppose so. There we go. I will... Oh no, we just have to clear up the place. Get rid of all these corpses, take all the stuff off of them, put it into our piles, and... I don't know. Try not to get too overcome by horror from seeing all the corpses. Okay, well. Thank you. Have I thought of playing Lemmings? I have played Lemmings a bit in the past. I used to have, Lemmings Christmas Edition. I never got far in it. I think I got past the first level in it once. But that was a long time ago. Might have played some of the... briefly played, like, some of the demos of the 3D Lemmings, but... I don't think I ever really bothered with them, because... I think the 3D ones... It's like, or was that 3D Worms? Might have been 3D Worms, or 3D Lemmings. Lemmings sounds like the type of game I would have fun. Maybe? I mean... I don't know, I haven't played Lemmings in ages, but... I always found it extremely difficult at the time. I think it's because I didn't really get the whole puzzle aspect of it. I do have a game based on Lemmings, which I plan to stream at some point. It's a bit of an offshoot of the Lemmings franchise, though. Ooh, what's this? Interrupted by a giant cave toad. Oh. Kill it. Why are they still trying to kill the beak dog? The beak dog ran off. I think 2D ones are better. Yeah, even though I haven't played much of it, I would agree. 3D sort of, I don't know. Some things just don't really need to be 3D. Worms is great. The latest one, non-3D, is great too. Team 17 do a pretty good job. I think I have Worms World Party somewhere, but I haven't played it. Just, there's also that. What's it called? That free game. Ooh, a jabberer. There's a free game similar to Lemmings called Lero. I remember playing fair bit of. It's broadly Lemmings. No, broadly Worms. But was a lot more destruction. What's this? A jabberer. A huge monster that lurks in caverns deep under the earth. It uses its wide beak to reach down and pluck up unsuspecting intruders. Scrawny, her feathers are purple, her skin is white, her eyes are yellow. Okay. And there's a cave crocodile and some troglodytes. Where are you? You're over there. We gonna have to worry about you? Maybe. Just keep getting all those. Worms World Party is old and great. I remember playing on Windows XP Hot Seat with friends. It was fun. I think I always considered Worms World Party to be the better one. I think people tend to say that Armageddon is the better one. I don't know enough about them to really be able to give my opinion one way or the other. Because I have played the Worm series. I haven't played it much. I played the original Worms, but then I didn't play it for a long time. But then it was Worms, Armageddon, and Worms World Party. But yeah, the original Worms is fun. I think I played the demo of it, which restricted what you could get, what weapons you could get. Did have the funny cutscenes between the levels. Armageddon is the classic, right? The last two they released did bring back the original feeling. I think I remember people streaming them when they came out and their opinions of them was pretty good. There was also the Forts Lemmings, Forts Worms, which was one of the 3D ones, which I thought was alright. You could like set up turrets and all that. But that's not so much the sort of, you know, team-based exchanging shots and all that, I don't think. Well, it's still turn-based, but I think the 3D ones always had the issue of the world being based on blocks rather than like the destructive environment from the 2D ones. Yeah, I know the mandate's coming to a close. People are a bit preoccupied. I'm sorry I can't get someone to make your leggings right now because people are having a lot of fits. They're rather unhappy, unfortunately. You want leggings? Your trousers don't count as leggings. Your mandate is just going to have to be forgotten, I think. Yeah, it's only 2. 3D worms were bad, just not good. Sorry. Do I like racing games? Sure. I don't play too many racing games. I don't have any recent racing games. I have Need for Speed 2 SE up there, I can see, which is really difficult to get working. I have Monster Truck Madness 2, which I enjoy. There's Lego Racers. Wacky Wheels is another one I like. A lot of those games were made when 3D was new and it was kind of a fad thing, to be honest. Yeah. A lot of games adopted 3D at the time, even if it wasn't necessarily in their best decision. Escape from Monkey Island. First Monkey Island looked so nice and they went 3D and it just like that. Do I have any other racing games? Not really. Micro machines. Yeah, I've got micro machines too over there. Which was fun. It's very fiddly. Throwing a tantrum. Okay. Poor kid. Oh, I thought again this was a goblin, but it's not a goblin. It's just a carving of a goblin with vomit on it, which makes it look green, which makes it look like it's a real goblin. There's a classic one for PS1 that I still find one of the greatest racing games ever. NASCAR Rumble. If we're talking, I was thinking mostly in PC, but if we talk about consoles, then I do have F-Zero X for Nintendo 64. I think we also have Diddy Kong Racing and Mario Kart, of course. I had Double Dash for the GameCube, but I don't think that works anymore. The CD, not the GameCube. I think the GameCube still works. We have Mario Kart for the Wii? Maybe. Have any other racing games for that? I think we had a racing game for the PlayStation 1, but I can't remember anything about it. It was a bunch of kids racing around on a track, I think. And it wasn't really tied to any specific franchise. There was racing? Let me have a look. I am intrigued now. PS1 racing kids. I believe it was called Speed Punks. That looks like what it was. I remember it was all right. It was basically just Mario Kart, though, from what I see, from what I'm looking at. Power-ups and all that. So, yeah, I seem to remember that was all right. And NASCAR Rumble arcade NASCAR racing game, but with superpowers, tornado, oil spill, and a few other powers, plus wacky cars like they were basically a giant rocket that merely can turn. There was also Twisted Metal. That wasn't... I played Twisted Metal 2 most. That wasn't a racing game, though. That was a vehicular combat game. It has cars in it. Things aren't going too well. Stricken by melancholy. Stumbling around obliviously. Children having temper tantrums. Or having tantrums. I'm gonna need a bigger corpse pile. And everyone is just generally upset. Kind of want to abandon the fortress just so that we, I don't know, so that dwarves can go off to other fortresses? Instead of all just, like, peering out and dying. Let's see, where is this? Coins in. So I want coins. Coins. Gems. 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 I'm gonna want no bins. No bins. No bins. No bins. No bins. And we can move Twisted Metal was amazing. It still is. I really hope they decide to resurrect the series. The story was surprisingly good. Didn't they come out with one a number of years ago? Probably about 6 or 8 years ago now. I never had the PlayStation 3 or whatever, so I never played Twisted Metal Black. which I watched the cutscenes for it. That seemed pretty good, but I don't think the gameplay of it was very good. I don't remember if there was a later one. I vaguely remember a company doing a Twisted Metal game, and they had someone come onto the stage in a Sweet Tooth costume with a vehicle, with a ice cream truck like the character. I don't remember which event or E3 that was from. I just remember seeing photos of it. Another great game like Twisted Metal that was also great, PS1 or 2, was Vigilant 8. I don't know that one. Oh look, as I said, I don't... PlayStation's never really my... Yes, no. Vigilant 8. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see that. It's got a picture of a school bus with guns on it in the front. Image reminds me of Blast Corps, which I never played. Yeah, but Blast Corps isn't racing. That's like puzzle game with explosions and bulldozers. Any other reason? Oh, F-Zero GX. Which is stupidly hard, and I never finished it. I think I got up to the Grand Prix, the F-Zero Grand Prix, and I couldn't get past it. That game is so hard. I don't think I was even playing on hard. Just the amount of like which response you need to have in it is stupidly high. And I don't have a Switch, or any recent consoles. I'm primarily a PC gamer. The last console we got was the Wii? That was the last console I got. My brother, I think, has an Xbox 360, maybe? What was that? Oh, jeez. Udo Ush Rear Tier. Rear Tier. Engraver cancels rest taken by Mood. Udo Ush Rear Tier. Engraver begins to stalk and brood. Interesting. I haven't seen this Mood before. Where is he? Because people are upset, he's been taken by a Mood. Though I don't think this is the worst one. But where is he? There we go, strange Mood. Oh, he's stunned. He's stunned. Oh, there you are. Let's follow you. Maybe I could do a small side series where I play old games. I do play old games occasionally. I tend to make them their own series, so maybe I could do one with like short looks at various old games. Like, oh, what? I've done a playthrough of Heretic, Hexen 2. Because I really like Heretic. Hexen and Hexen 2 were alright. Hexen was better than Hexen 2, I think. Hexen got better towards the end. Just the first levels, which are a pain. You pulled a lever. 1 out of 4 section done. Anyway, I know on my desktop right now I have the Hugo adventure games, which I thoroughly enjoy. They're old adventure games I grew up playing. I've played through them so many times, so since I found out that you could do so, I was looking at them with a hex editor to have a look at all the commands which the game had in them. If there was anything hidden. And maybe some things. But not too much. They're not very complicated. I've recently played through Space Quest 1 and 2 and King's Quest. And I planned on playing through all the Sierra adventure games. But those are the only two series I have at the moment. I don't have, like, Quest for Glory or Police Quest or Leisure Suit Larry, which I'd be willing to play through, but I don't know how Twitch feels about that. They're not explicit or anything, it's just like silly, naughty humor. They're not even really pornographic. I think they've actually got, like, good points in their rather, like, they handle things rather appropriately. Anyway. Isn't there a new King's Quest that started coming out in chapters like 1 or 2 years ago? I believe so. There's a 3D one. It sort of looks like the, oh, what's it called? The, oh, what are you doing, dwarves? Finishing moving everyone outside. All that miasma and you're going to be choking on it. It kind of looked like the Telltale games, which I have played a bunch of those. But I didn't play The Last of Us and all that. What is it called? Was that it? The Walking Dead. I think that was the series which they did. I played the Sam & Max ones in Tales of Monkey Island. Ooh, what's this? Oh, migrants. But yeah, the new King's Quest. I haven't looked at it too much because I never grew up playing the King's Quest games, so my interest is sort of cursory. I've watched playthroughs of all the King's Quest games. I do own them all now, up to King's Quest 7, I think. I do have King's Quest 7. So yeah. I don't know much about the recent King's Quest game though. I haven't heard anything terribly bad about it, so it must be rather well received. The biggest thing was recent adventure games though, was I kind of like them to be a bit challenging. They're like puzzle games, but the Telltale games were not particularly difficult. How are you going? How's your mood going? Brooding darkly. Okay. Have you claimed a He's claimed a tanner shop. Okay. You gotta make something out of bone, are you? Interrupted by a spear dwarf. Everyone's just having fits and tantrums and everything else. How's our vault going? We might not be able to finish it. Everything's going to hell in a handbasket. We haven't even got any of the stuff down there, but that's because I haven't told them to take it out of the... I haven't told them to take it out of here. So, turn that off there. Turn the gems off. Yep. Okay. I want you to take these gems off. There. Go. I can also play the remaster of Grim Fandango. I do have the original Grim Fandango one. He's down there. I haven't looked at the remaster. I'm always kind of a bit hesitant to play the remasters. I mean, good work is put into them. I have got the Secret of Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2 remasters, I think. But I don't know, I just kind of prefer playing the original ones, even if they don't have voices. It's a remaster of Day of the Tentacle. It's also the pixel art. Like the original pixel art for Day of the Tentacle. I haven't played through that yet on do so. We did Sam & Max. Sam & Max hit the road. Which I finished in like 2 streams. How's it going? Okay, and yeah, we're gonna need New members. Peasant. You're now the squad leader. Fishery worker. Ranger. Peasant. And another ranger. And a Vault Guardian. Wrist. Ubbulfikod. Sibrick. Onget. And Lorbam. Now, some of them were from the same... What am I cutting it off there? Just from the zoom, which I have. The Dyer. And we can have... Cyril. Go. If I'm not mistaken, the Grim Fandango remaster is very true to the original game and still looks like the original game. That's what I remember from it. I don't think they really changed things too much, just sort of improving the graphics here and there, making things look a bit sharper, maybe with some better lighting for areas, because it's 3D sprites on pre-rendered backgrounds, or 3D models on pre-rendered backgrounds, like Escape from Monkey Island, which is a fine game for its story. Just the controls are awkward. I don't like I never really liked pre-rendered backgrounds. Either like 2D pixel look better, or like Curse of Monkey Island, or fully 3D environments, but pre-renderedness never... I don't know, I just never really liked it. Because it always looks kind of flat. What's the name of the game that you play as a biker? The same as Grim Fandango Summer Max and like. That is Full Throttle. Which I have had requests to play by certain viewers. I don't think I actually have Full Throttle. I don't think I've even seen a full playthrough of it, so it would be partially blind. I should buy it at some point. Anyway. Forget that for now. I'm not logged in on GOG. I'm pretty sure I don't own it. What else is there from LucasArts? I grew up playing the LucasArts adventure games mostly. There's Loom. Ooh. Misdom. Arbanolon Ranger has been cursed by Kellig Hildgard in the Shell Vaults. Oh jeez, you topple statue. What have you become? You've been cursed. God, look at that list. Are you a were creature? Or are you a vampire? You're a rare creature. No, you're a vampire. Dwarf Ranger Vampire. Oh, great. Well, okay. You're gonna have to be put down. Either way, it's not like if you're a were creature. We were going to, wait, I can't attack you? Oh, probably because you haven't attacked anyone yet. Time to get Full Throttle then. I'd want to see me play it. It's totally something I could do. I want to give specific times for doing things. Yeah, it's certainly in my mind to play through it. Quite a few adventure games I would like to play through. Laura Bow is one of those, because the Colonel's Bequest is a game which has intrigued me quite a lot. Why aren't you attacking... Come on, it's a vampire. Kill the vampire. It is a threat to us. I can't tell them to attack it because the Dwarf Ranger Vampire is part of my fortress. Expel. Get out of here. Have I expelled you? Final confirmation. Expelled. Get out of here. Made a bad decision, you toppled a statue to a god, and I don't want you in my fortress anymore. Throwing a tantrum. Wait, did you just, like, slaughter someone on the way out? Kill the vampire, please. Charge! I'm undead. I know you were someone from our fortress, but as soon as you toppled our statue, you... Oh, did we really lose 2 dwarves for that? Pusher and... Oh. Vampires are nasty. I mean, they're undead. How are we going for time? One of the best YouTubers at the moment. You can just listen to me for hours and hours, not good, tired, or bored. Well, thank you. I am afraid often I feel like I waffle on and about inane things. I have had comments that I play really slowly, especially with some Warhammer 2 games, which I think has gotten faster since they updated the turn time, so I don't have to talk so much during the turn time over. You're sunk into depression. You minor are doing nothing much. Everyone's just having bad days overall. You had an iron breastplate on. You even had an iron amulet. Exceptional iron amulet. Don't forbid it. We created those to make some of the dwarves happy for owning objects. Oh, yeah. Our stink pit is doing its job. Oh, geez, that room's smelly. Everything's just smelly. There's just miasma everywhere. Things are bad. Smell outside, but because it's outside, miasma isn't generated. Butcher's smelly. Dwarves are upset. They're not doing their jobs. What's that? Why is there an L in here? What's this L? Oh, it's a stray baby llama. Well, that's fine. Pen. Baby horse, baby llama, reindeer, calf, gosling, cavy, pup, horse. I wonder if, let's say, like a dog topples a statue somehow by charging into it. Would the dog get cursed with vampirism by the gods? Would the dog become a were creature? Place the statue back where it was. Iron statue of a dwarf. Iron statue of a dwarf. What's this? Eternal guards of vaults. Eternal guard of vaults. Okay, so whoever's carrying the statue, you are. You haven't taken it to the stockpile yet, so. I play slowly and talk a lot, but I managed to make it interesting and not speak at the same tone all the time. Well, thank you for the kind words. I don't often do a lot of talking. It's not... Video games is something I don't have a lot of people to talk about. So, streaming is something which I've enjoyed since I started doing it in a way through last year. I can just... It's better than just talking to myself. Which I don't do. Speaking of were creatures, I wish there was good games where you could play as a were creature. Skyrim isn't that great. Skyrim, I enjoy Skyrim for what it is. With mods, it makes it better. And there's good were creature mods. What's it called? Moonlight Tales or whatever. That's pretty good. But yeah, it would be nice if there was more mods which did vampires and werewolves in them, where you could play as them. That's one which I plan to doing sometime. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, especially considering that the sequel's been announced, which I hope goes well. But I would like to play through that sometime on stream. That's kind of long though, but it's enjoyable and buggy. Werewolf games. There's that Telltale series. That was an adventure game though. Didn't you play as a werewolf in one of those? You can play as a werewolf in Dwarf Fortress, or a were creature in Dwarf Fortress. You're as likely to be like a were giraffe or were tapir as you are a werewolf. Interrupted by a giant olm. Gorlak, giant olm. Is it? Oh, great. Things are just getting slaughtered every which way. How many dwarves do we have left? 156. Okay. Werewolves in Morrowind were more trouble than it's worth. Really. Same with vampires in Morrowind. It's just... Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is amazing, but use the unofficial patch to make it less buggy. It also adds a lot of extra content, so I probably would play through it with that. Even though I think my first playthrough was without any mods. So, I think I found it. Alright. It's just, yeah, there is a lot more stuff to it with the official mods. No patches, bug fixes. The addition of items which ended up not being included and whole side plots and all that. How are we going? Fine. There's also the original Vampire the Masquerade, which I haven't played. But I haven't got that. That one's more of a action game, I believe. Kind of like Gothic. From what I remember of it. Rundles. Cave Crocodile. Troll. Gorlak. Elk birds. Oh, elk birds. You're just eating fungus down there, are you? Yeah, you're... Any other dwarves want to throw temper tantrums and roll the dice and see whether you become a were creature or... There. Put the statue of the god back. There is a few options through the installation. And fixes, one that restores things, another one that even updates textures. That's for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. The original was less good than the sequel. Yeah, that's what I've heard about it. Still be interesting though. I do like the World of Darkness setting. Or at least the Bloodlines period of it, before the whole Gehenna plot. I've got the rulebook for the Requiem, but it's not the same. You want to play with all the you know, vampire clans and all that from Bloodlines, and Requiem changes it all, so it's not as cool. They came out with a one continuing on with the original clans, I think, later on. But anyway. How's my vault doing? Are you putting stuff into it? Because I want to get that stocked before everyone goes crazy. Hey, look at that! That's pretty cool. It's still got no roof on it, but maybe we should just cap it off with a roof now. Iron bars. Won't be as big, but it will at least be... Oh, jeez. I don't even have enough iron bars. Do I know Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is canon on the Vampire World or the 5th edition? Not really. I knew that the events Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines... Oops, someone went insane. The events Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines are based on are part of the actual plot of the series. The whole Gehenna. And the characters also from it. At least Beckett is from the rulebooks. It's insane. He's gone stark raving mad. Okay, so he's not gone berserk. He's just gone crazy. Who else? Smiling Jack, I think is also from the books. I can't remember if any of the other characters are from the books as well. Most of my knowledge of it does come from the game. But yeah. You're into 2 tabletop RPG groups, one of mage and one of vampires, and there may be 2 more that might start someday. Events of the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines are based, just characters to become canon. Ah, that's nice. It'd be nice for the developers to have their creations recognized in that way. Troika Games did some great work with games when they were around. Troika Games is the people who made Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. They also did Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura, which is a pretty good game, ambitious. The music, the soundtrack in it is fantastic. I really love the music for it. It's all strings. It's really like somber and melancholy, and it suits the setting for really well. The actual gameplay is it's serviceable as a turn-based role-playing game, but from what I remember, magic is overpowered and technology is really not worth it. Can also, I think, be kind of difficult to know what you're supposed to be doing. I remember playing the demo, and there's a bridge where you're supposed to not be able to get past, because they're like, once you get over the bridge, the demo ends. However, if you go far enough north in the world, you can actually go around the river and explore the rest of the world, but there's nothing there. It's just empty landmass. Even where Tarant, the capital city, is supposed to be, it's just nothing. But it's a demo, it doesn't have all that stuff in it. What other games did Troika Games make? That's the only 2 I remember. Let me have a look. I know we're not really doing much in Dwarf Fortress. I'm waiting for my dwarves to get things done. And they're all throwing fits, so I can't really get them to do anything. What's the time? Okay, well, we have some things in the vault, and it's not finished. Oh, there's a troll there. Move down there, kill the troll. Okay, let's have a look. Oh. Here we go. Quicker. They made 3 games. That's right. Arcanum, Temple of Elemental Evil, and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline. All pretty good games. Temple of Elemental Evil, I remember, was kind of well received. I think it was given kind of negative reviews, but when I played from it, I didn't think it was too bad. You know what game I would like to? Settlers 4. I do own Settlers 4. Yes. Yeah. I have it on CD right here, and I have tried to get it running, but no luck. Apparently if I bought it for GOG, it would be a bit easier, but getting the CD version of it to run is tricky. Don't even know what happens. I think it just crashes when I start it up. I remember playing that and not really being very good at it. The whole sort of hands-off, you know, setting up cities and all that was difficult. And I think I was too slow and I didn't get my military training. But I have played more of games like that since then. What's it called? The city building genre. Caesar 3, Pharaoh, and Zeus. So I know a bit more on how to do things like that. So Settlers 4 is more... Settlers is more... It's not as, like... They are different. They're sort of both based on the whole sort of getting supply lines and all that set up. The resource trees and so on. So out of them, I think I like Pharaoh the most out of the city building series. So I like having to get an economy going and then having to put a lot of effort into building pyramids. It's like a nice... putting a big strain on your city to see whether it can cope with it. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is buggy and very unfinished because it got rushed. Very rushed. Yeah. That, and also I think it was built on an early version of the Half-Life 2 engine. An early version of the Source engine before they finished fixing all the bugs with the physics in it. So, because of that, there's just some bugs in it that you can't really fix. Getting stuck on, like, physics objects and the physics being wonky. The big issue in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. That's just because it's built on the early version of the Source engine, from what I remember. They ended up fixing a lot for Half-Life 2, so Half-Life 2 looks a lot better in comparison. It's still good. It's still impressive what they're able to do with the engine, especially all the powers and all that. That's neat, seeing how they got all the vampire powers working, and you can actually do like stealth and all. Why is there miasma everywhere? Everyone just fill up the vault, and we'll probably. Something up. Just hang on a moment. This isn't anything beyond the game, but let's see. Oh, okay. Don't mind me. Ooh, something's happened. What's up? Mare is stumbling around. Okay, nothing. Don't worry, it wasn't anything major. I was just checking the time when I was looking at it. I'm like, really that? Half-Life did earlier then. It ended earlier because I finished it. I'm thrown off because usually I go for 2 hours for things, but it ended earlier, so Dwarf Fortress started earlier. Very eager for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, especially since my favourite clan, the La Sombra. Yeah, the La Sombra. That is... They're not the cannibalistic ones, are they? Like with Pisha in the first one. Or the second one, as it is. Or am I misremembering? Alright. I don't have a rule book. I don't have the rule book to check. There's so many clans. There's actually a mod for the Vampire and Masquerade Bloodlines, which adds a whole bunch of the clans which would be more aligned with Sabat or on their own, like the Giovanni, Zimishi, what are they called? The Samdi. The Sombra are the guys which control the shadows. Right. Pardon me. Yeah, I don't know which clan I would play through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I feel like Melkavian is done too much, because it's all the funny dialogue and all that, which is actually the clan which I played through the game first, so that was entertaining. Other than that, Gangrel's pretty fun. Tremere's pretty fun. I think I watched a playthrough of Tremere recently, so Venture is kind of boring. It is manipulating people and being able to get others to do dirty work for you, but combat's kind of a requirement in the game, so you want something which has at least some combat capabilities. La Sombra, Samdi, Zimishi, Giovanni are the ones I remember. Tremere is fun. Melkavian is a tad spoilery. It is. It is. And talking to stop signs. I didn't find it too bad as the first playthrough. I mean, a lot of it didn't really make sense until you played through towards the end of the plot. And that kind of makes sense for the Melkavians, because it's like, it's telling me stuff and I don't understand it. What does it mean? Or is this even relevant? Just funny dialogue. And then by the end you're like, oh. Oh, that's what it meant. Udul, Ushrivitir Engraver has created Shah Siggan on Emondul, a giant backbone ring. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Ingus Windseals. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a bunch of books too. Of the human. Oh, we're seeing these. For the love of the water cycle, give me animal societies. And all that. Let's see. Blight. Blighted Dish, the new grave, a giant backbone ring. Oh, that's foreboding sounding. This is a giant backbone ring. All craft dwarf shippers of the highest quality. Wait, does that mean that names of artifacts are based off of the mood which they go into? Because that's a very grim name from a dwarf which was went into a secretive mood, or a what's it called? Brooding mood. It is decorated with crundle bone and creepy crawler skin, and encircled with bands of sparrow bone and creepy crawler skin. Object menaces with spikes of giant bat bone, creepy crawler skin, reacher bone, giant orb bone, and iron. And the item is an image of Reg Wireback the dwarf in crundle bone. That is surprisingly evil sounding. Or a ring. It could have a better name though. Blighted Dish. I mean, I suppose. No, that makes sense. I suppose it's like a plagued meal, the new grave. Yeah, I don't like that. Is it going to attract necromancers? This is where I would wish the magic system for Dwarf Fortress to be implemented, because then it could have like the ability to, I don't know, passively resurrect the undead, the dead around it. You can almost fully stealth Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Yeah, I remember. Oh, what? Playing through as Melkavians, alright. They do have combat skills. They're better against humans, though, and against monstrous vampiric creatures, and like, they're not. I suppose you could put weapons into guns. I focused on melee, though, and at least one of the bosses later on, what the Eastern Vampire is a pain in melee, from what I remember. Tremere is really strong. They can make other vampires throw up blood and basically kill them. Yeah, the crowd control is really, really powerful in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. The Melkavians have the ability to cause, what's it called, hallucinations, and just make everyone commit suicide around them. I remember. Also getting someone to fight someone else because of a hallucination. Tremere also have the, what's it called? It's like the bug spell, which sends a little beetle out to get blood for you. Or is it just like a blood bolt? The flashy abilities. I hope they do the abilities in the second game well. Okay, we don't have enough. Where'd all my gems go? All my gems went somewhere. Where are you carrying them? Store item in bin. Oh. Fine, you took them all upstairs. Again. I don't want them. Oh, is it because I have bins on these? Yeah, it is. No bins. No bins. No bins. Okay. And... there shouldn't be any gems up here. No. And over here? No. And further up? No. Okay. You must have just been putting them in bins because it was like, oh, this bin's active. We're going to carry them all upstairs and put the bin downstairs. Should maybe get a unique layer. Yeah, that's right. Worried about the second game because it seems like they're only giving the vamps 2 of their 3 disciplines. Yeah, I remember that. Seeing the, what's it called? The, clan, outlines they had. They had gotten rid of some of them. Or changed them around slightly. It is a bit sad, but... can't remember. A number of the skills in the first game were... what was there? There was Blood Buff, which was one all vampires have. What were the other ones for? They shared skills amongst themselves. Let's see. It comes up with Milkavian mod. That's for Deus Ex. They have... Dementation, Auspex, and Obfuscate. I mean, some of the ones for this, like, I don't know. I suppose compiling it, reducing it, yeah. Actually, a while ago that I was reading up about it, so I can't remember exactly how they were doing the skills. I just hope it's not too forgiving. I mean... what? What do I mean by that? I don't know. I'm a bit jaded sometimes when it comes to some games coming back a bit, because you have good ones. Like, from what I've seen, Doom 2016 is considered very good. I haven't played it yet. And all that. But then you've got, like, Thief. Remake of... not a remake, but a sequel to the original Thief series. And it's not really Thief. It's more like, from what I remember, Dishonored. And it's not about sneaking. It's more like an action game with occasional optional sneaking in it. It's just like... I don't know. I do think the team's doing a good job with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. You only remember 2nd edition, but if you remember, every clan had 3 disciplines. I can't remember whether it's how many disciplines they had, or is it like they compressed how many individual skills there are in the different disciplines. Because from what I'm seeing here, Malkavians have Dementation, Auspex, and Obfuscate. And each one of them has 5 levels at least. So Dementation has 5 different levels. Auspex has 5 and Obfuscate has 5. Which varies from, like, being invisible while you're standing still to, you know, being able to move around while invisible to so on and so forth. There's sort of, like, upgrades to it. Though the Dementation ability does have different uses for the different levels, because some of them are like, oh, it just makes a character laugh, and you could use it as a distraction. Whereas other ones are like, that guy actually dies, and you might not always want to kill the guy, because that tends to draw attention. Wild animal! Cave toad, that's fine. You were upgraded by a giant horned owl? Yeah, you were. If I... Are you moving stuff downstairs again? Because all the gems came upstairs. Now, I know I'm filling up this thing, and I am aware that if we fill up this place with gems and coins and all that, they're not... I don't think they're actually going to stay inside the vault. There's a bit of a quirk in Dwarf Fortress. Quirk? When... Actually, hang on. We're not abandoning the fortress, so it might not do it. Previously, if you abandoned a fortress, and I'm pretty sure it's still the case, any items inside the fortress get scattered around randomly. So if you have a storage pit like this, with gems and all that in it, then the gems will just sort of get scattered all over the place. They won't be in here, they'll just be all around the area. Because of, I don't know why it happens. Just like, blah, everything goes everywhere. I don't know what will happen if we don't abandon the fortress. I don't know whether that will happen or whether they'll stay in the same spot. I can't remember. So filling this up with all these items is perhaps not going to be as awesome as I was expecting, but how are we going? Giant cave toad. How many dwarves do we have? 155. We haven't actually lost too many more. I'm gonna have to build those coffins, because we're gonna have ghosts going around. I completely forgot about that. Dwarves are gonna be unhappy that they haven't been memorialized. We can use the old worship area for coffins. Oh dear. Ubbulfikod farmer has gone berserk. I just say that no one's going crazy, and then we get that. Where are you? You're right there. Military, you're gonna need to have to put him down. He's going straight into the military dwarf's room. Quick, mob him! Sad day. Did he kill anyone? I think he did. Maybe? Well, maybe not. I think dementation used to be a special high-level Malkavian discipline. Regular ones got dominated instead. I think that was because of an event which happened with the Malkavians. There was an event in the lore where, like, the elder Malkavians separated all the Malkavians from Melkav. And as such, they lost the dementation ability. Some of them kept it, though. And instead, they ended up getting dominate. Or something like that. So for a period, all the Malkavians had dominate instead of dementation. So I think Sabat ones might have had dementation. I can't remember exactly. I think it was something like that. Anyway, what's this? Duck. Horrified. Oh. Oh. Right. Well. Late spring. Been going through an awful lot here. How's the vault going? It's getting filled up. I do have no bins on that pile, so why is there a bin in that pile? Dwarves, answer me that. Oh well. Okay. Well, I'm debating whether I should, just save the fortress, or whether I should, retire the fortress. I mean, we could pick it up again at another point. But, It's also the new version coming out soon, so probably not going to be able to get back to it. And I think the new version will be able to handle stress for dwarves a bit better. I think there have been at least 2 editions since I bought a book, though. Used to be bang into World of Darkness. Used to go to loads of LARP events. I went to like 2 LARP events for Vampire the Requiem. It was alright. There was a lot of people though, and the storytellers weren't able to keep up with it. It was mostly the people who had their characters already sorted out, or getting the storytellers to go over what they wanted to do for this session, and all the new people sort of sitting around the corners not really sure what to do. Still an interesting idea. But I think it would need a bit better organization than that. Because role-playing takes a long time. What are you doing? Okay, you're doing this. Right, so this means you're going to have to do this. How are you doing this? Okay, this other one's doing this. What are you going to do? Even under tabletop. Like, tabletop role-playing. From my... Pardon me, I'm having a bit of chocolate. My brief experiences with it, getting people all together at once was difficult enough. And doing something as simple as navigating a room, dealing with a monster and all that could take up an hour or even longer. Requiem was after your time, there was fewer attendees then. I really don't remember much about it. I created a character. I think I just sat there over the time, and then afterwards I think we had to like say what we were going to be doing between that session and the next one. And I think I said something like, my character goes out checking the hard rubbish people to put out to find a computer so that I can use it to look up on the internet. So that I can stay connected to it. And I remember them mentioning that, like, one of our members was found scrounging through the rubbish. It was bad looks for all of us. Because I didn't really know what I was supposed to be doing, and I didn't have any guidance. Anyway. Oh, what's everyone dying? Wait, does someone have a tantrum? Oh, I think someone went berserk and killed someone. Died. So unfortunate. We're gonna need more coffins. Well, actually, you know what? We have got the vault kind of up. We haven't got a full roof on it, but we have got stuff in it. And in a way, I think leaving it half finished is kind of poignant, because our fortress was going along all right, and then that siege came and it just sort of messed everything up. We have got so many animals in there. Oh, that is ridiculous. That pen is just full of pigs and everything else. And our fortress is sort of continuing on alright. So, it is kind of a mess. My fortresses are not that pretty. I don't have a good system for dealing with corpses and refuse, other than putting them outside. And especially now that seeing corpses causes dwarves to have problem, you know, causes them to get like unhappy thoughts and makes them get depressed and shocked from seeing dead bodies. It's not good having it outside your fortress like this. I had the same problem in the last one. Not to mention all the dwarves were just sitting out there, and they haven't been put into coffins yet. How many dwarves do we have? 152. And we had like 170 or something to begin with. However, I think we will... interrupted by a cave crocodile. Where's that? It's over there. I think this fortress is... it's still alive, and I am going to retire the fortress for the time being. So we probably won't go back to it, because if the new version comes out, the new version will come out in a few days. I got the fort half done, and we filled it up with some loot. you go to an adventure mode. Just because a new version comes out doesn't mean that I might not go back to it. I do plan on doing a play of one of the really early versions of Dwarf Fortress. Your fortress has settled into the rhythm of day-to-day living, beyond your meticulous concern. Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Dwarves are throwing tantrums everywhere. This also means that any of the dwarves which are alive could possibly show up in other fortresses in this world. The artifacts are still there and all that. You're more of a Cthulhu man these days. I do like the Cthulhu mythos. I still haven't read all the short stories. I've got them in book. I've played Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. That was fun. Yeah, the end of it is... but the beginning of it's really good. Other than that... played any other Cthulhu games? Shadow of the Comet, the adventure game, which I thought about purchasing, but haven't got it. And there's the other one, Prisoners of Ice or something? Forgot either. Anyway, it for Dwarf Fortress for tonight. So, yeah, I suppose this is pretty much the last episode for Ubbulfikod Vaultglaze. We did pretty well, I think. I'm happy that the fortress was able to survive. We did have too much... threats. The goblins attacked us once at the end of like the second year or something like that, or during the second year, and then they left us alone for like 2 or 3 years, and then they sieged us again out of nowhere. I suppose that's just from the Dark Fortresses randomly deciding, oh, I'm going to attack you now. So it's very odd, but yes. Anyway. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you join me for the next time I do some Dwarf Fortress. Stop the recording here.